Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. Man, you read the book one time and the cover just doesn't want to shut. This is Tales from the Dark Multiverse, Let's shake the book and say, Infinite Crisis. This is a pretty good story. They kind of spoil a lot of stuff with the cover. I'll just go ahead and say that. So if you look at the cover and you've seen this cover, you are now ready for the rest of the review. Although I'm not going to spoil the back half of the story, where a lot of the really crazy things happen. We're just going to kind of look at the setup and then talk about the themes, the art, that kind of stuff a little bit. So, if you remember Infinite Crisis, it's that time when Superboy Prime got really mad and decided to take his pain out on literally everyone because his world is dead. Now, granted, there's a little bit more to it than that, but I got to be honest with you here. I got to be 100% honest, just in the interest of pure honesty. I don't really remember Infinite Crisis that much. Like I remember, Blue Beetle got shot in the head by Max Lord, and Superboy Prime punching reality until it broke. That's all I remember. So, with that kind of as my blank slate, I think I got to really extra enjoy this book because I didn't have a lot of preconceived notions about what should happen in the book itself. So, once again, we've got the little host dude here, Impus Huguenot, like telling us what's going on. He gives us a quick summary of what's supposed to happen, which, as you may recall, starts here with Max Lord killing Blue Beetle. But what if instead of Max Lord killing Blue Beetle, when he goes to recruiting, the Beetle's like, sure. And then the Beetle turns the tables. And Ted Kord ends up running checkmate, huh? Pretty clever, isn't it? Now, Booster Gold, he kind of got fragged by Brother I or Brother One or whatever that satellite's called, and he's a little upset. Like, has nobody been worried about where the heck Ted is? Does anybody care? The answer is pretty much no. They don't really care. And I like this. This is a pretty good example of some of these characters. He came to each of you for help. He was on the verge of uncovering. I don't know what it was, but it was big. And if I got blown up, maybe if you got the same treatment, you should think for a second about who you're threatening, Booster. Grr! Grr! Angry bat face! Bat face! Nobody's threatening anyone. She tries to make peace because, these people are all supposed to be on the same side, so why should they fight? I've looked into this, Michael. Ted has always been a bit more clever than anyone gives him credit for. There's a good chance he's found something. We'll just have to trust that he'll loop us in when he's ready. There's more to this. I almost died because of it. So Booster Gold's already pretty upset with what's going down. Meanwhile, Ted Kord is he's taking over checkmate. He's hacking everything. He's doing an investigation. Look at him, man. Investigating. Oh, look. Letting a crazy person have the Eclipso Diamond. What could go wrong with that plan, Ted? What could go wrong? He stops the Ranthanagar War. Now, we're only showing this page because there's a typo. Sasha, this is too much power in the hands of someone not up to the challenge of wielding it. That should be wielding it. Editor should have caught that. Who is the editor? I don't even see an editor credited over here. Well, I guess that certainly explains why there's no editing on the book. Oh, hold on, at the back. Alex Antone did the editing. All right, well, Alex Antone, you should have caught that, brother. So things kind of spiral out of control. He figures out the schemes, the plots that are going on. He tracks down Alexei Luthor and Superboy Prime, and from there, the tale goes into an even worse direction than the actual event. Up to that point, things were pretty manageable. Things were pretty okay. It was a pretty oh yeah, sure he might have shot somebody in the head, but he's not exactly going into Evilville here kind of territory. After that, things derail, and eventually you end up in a unhappy location, a very unhappy location. The art in this is all just really great looking. The paint on his face. Notice that he's drawn here at the full extension of the swing, not halfway through it. It's more exciting that way. That's a very dramatic shot. Like, a lot of the art in this is just really good looking. Everything about it, the penciling, the inking, and the colors are great. The writing keeps you on your toes. It takes what you know And like any good what if story, it plays with it just a little bit. So that instead of going this way, like the original story, or this way like you might have expected, or this way like you might have expected, it goes, oh yeah, we're gonna go up over here, and that's where it goes off to. And it's very effective at doing it. James Tinian IV did a great job with the writing. Awesome stuff. The characters all pretty much sound like themselves. I might have some concerns about the way the OP-ness of some of, like, you know what I'm saying, like the brokenness of some of what happens later on in the book. It seems a little sketchy to me that things worked out just so the way they worked out, but that feels like a really minor complaint because this is a what if, and crazy things are allowed to happen in a what if, and I had a great time reading this. Once I got past the intro crap, and I got to this panel right here. This is the reason I've showed this panel like 3 or 4 times now. Once I got to like here, I was like, whoa, and I had to keep reading it. In fact, when I got to here, I was like, whoa, and I had to keep reading it. Just the part where Blue Beetle acquiesces is great stuff. This is fantastic. If you're not reading these Tales from the Dark Multiverse books, you should at least check some of them out. Some of them are pretty good. I'm still not sold on the Nightfall one. Sorry. If I can find somebody around here who bought one, I'll read it. I'll read his copy, and then maybe I'll go track one down. And the other one, what was it, like the Blackest Night, I think? Like, I couldn't find a copy of that around here at all. It was just straight up sold out, so that one must be pretty good if people are buying it all over the place. But this was a blast. It was fun, a little bit thought-provoking. The way a good story should be. You all have a great day, great night, great whatever you got going on. I sure hope to see you again next time. Until then, remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and bye-bye.